Monday's episode of The Young and the Restless is filled with intense moments and significant developments in multiple storylines. The episode begins with Cameron Kirsten making a suspicious exit from his suite at the GCAC, wearing a dark baseball cap. He later returns with a stuffed backpack and disposes of his clothes in a trash bag, raising questions about his intentions. At Sharon Roselle's house, Nick Newman is hesitant to involve his father, Victor, in their current situation. He fears that Victor might manipulate the situation to make Nick work with Adam at McCall Unlimited. However, Sharon disagrees with Nick's concerns and believes that Victor genuinely wants to help. After some convincing from Sharon, Nick decides to reach out to his father for assistance. Victor and Nicky Newman are summoned to the cottage, where they learn about Cameron's return and his continued harassment of Sharon. They are appalled by his release from jail and his resumption of troubling behavior. Victor immediately orders extra security and vows to ensure Sharon and Faith's safety. Nicky suggests that Sharon and Faith stay at the main house for the night, but Faith refuses to be scared out of her own home. Victor assures them that his security team will provide protection. Later, Nick receives alarming news about a security team member who is found drugged and tied up at Newman Tower. He reveals to Sharon that the security guard's uniform was stolen, adding to the growing concerns about Cameron's actions. Meanwhile, at the athletic club, Diane Jenkins expresses sympathy for Phyllis Summers and discusses wedding plans with Jack Abbott. Diane envisions a small yet elegant wedding, with Harrison as their ring bearer. She considers letting Kyle walk her down the aisle, but assumes he will be Jack's best man and chooses another option. Jack loves the idea of walking down the aisle together with Diane. Diane also wants to ask Summer to be her matron of honor, but Jack doubts Summer will agree. Despite Jack's concerns, Diane remains determined to be accepted as part of the family and plans to follow her heart. Jack is delighted when Diane hints at heading home for some intimacy. At Society, Ashley Abbott persuades Tucker McCall to help her plot against Jack and Diane. They discuss the idea of getting married immediately, which would give Tucker the legal maneuverability to take over Abbott, throwing Jack and Diane off their game. In Phyllis Summer's suit, Kyle Abbott confronts her for letting her children grieve and framing Diane for a murder she didn't commit. Kyle wants to call the police right away, but Phyllis pleads with him not to involve law enforcement. She asks for time to prove that she killed Jeremy Stark in self-defense. Kyle expresses concern about the risks they all face, including Summer and Daniel. Daniel stands guard outside in the hallway. Kyle warns that their actions could lead to Harrison's parents going to jail. Summer denies putting Harrison in jeopardy, but Kyle insists that it is too late. Phyllis highlights the similarity between what she and Diane did, both longing for another life before returning to their children. Kyle declares that he will never forgive Phyllis, but she insists on making amends and begs for time to clear herself of Jeremy Stark's murder. Eventually, Kyle decides not to involve the police, providing some relief to Phyllis. After Kyle leaves with Summer, Daniel reflects on Phyllis' inaction regarding his pain at the memorial. Phyllis apologizes for her choices and emphasizes that she cannot go to prison. She assures Daniel that she is done running, and they share a heartfelt hug as they navigate the difficult situation. At the Abbott house, Kyle notices that Summer seemed more surprised to see him than he was to see Phyllis. This leads him to assume that Summer had already met Phyllis before her official return. Kyle demands to know how long Summer has known that Phyllis was alive. Just as the tensions build, Jack and Diane arrive home, but they are soon interrupted by Ashley and Tucker, who enter with champagne to celebrate their engagement. The episode sets the stage for exciting battles and conflicts ahead involving Diane, Jack, Tucker, and Ashley. Viewers can expect twists and turns as these storylines continue to unfold on The Young and the Restless.